What's up, guys? It's Bianca of BiancaRoberts.com, back again with a new video. And the subject of today's video is 3 ways to be successful in 2023. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. So happy new year. Welcome to 2023. First, if you have never been to my channel, welcome. I am Bianca. Nice to meet you. If you are a returning visitor, welcome back. So when I started this channel, one of the things that I really wanted to focus on was real estate marketing. And along the way, I started talking about the apartment locating industry or the apartment locating niche. And it has grown and continues to grow into something that I'm really proud of. So I wanted to give you some tips on ways that I think you can be successful as a real estate agent. Tip number 1, and that is stop listening to everybody. You might be thinking that's a crazy thing for me to say, because obviously I am creating a channel so that you can listen to what I have to say. Everybody cannot be your virtual coach. Everybody cannot tell you what to do. If you are in any way trying to get yourself going in the real estate industry, or you're trying to get yourself going with apartment locating, what I want you to know, and I'm keeping it 100 with you, child, social media is basically one big popularity contest. That's really all it is. Everybody is fighting and trying to get your attention. What I want you to know is I struggled with this in the past. A lot of times people will give you some advice, or you might get a free ebook, or you might download something and you're thinking to yourself, well, that's my coach. What I would do is I would subscribe to everybody's newsletter, consume all of this content, and just keep saying, oh, well, this person told me to do this. Oh, well, that person told me to do this. You will confuse the heck out of yourself. So what I recommend is find a mentor. And when I say find a mentor, I don't mean go subscribe to somebody's newsletter, download all the free stuff that they offer, and consider that to be your mentor. As a matter of fact, if you are in the competitive field of real estate, when I see other real estate agents online, I know they're either competing for the attention of other real estate agents, or they're competing for the attention of clients. So tip number 1 is you cannot listen to everybody. Go through your mail provider. Unsubscribe if you are subscribed to multiple people who teach the same thing. If I happen to be one of the people that you're on my newsletter, you're subscribed to my information, and you feel like you're inundated with information from other people, and maybe I'm just another person in the pile, then unsubscribe from me. I don't mind telling you to do that. And you know why? It's because you need to figure out who is going to be the person that's going to guide me to the next level. And it cannot be 17 people. A lot of times what we do is we get caught up in getting these free checklists and these free guides. And then at the end of the day, our head is swiveling from left to right. We're like, I don't know who to listen to. You will find yourself in a world of confusion if you don't narrow down the people that you're listening to. So my number 1 tip is stop listening to everybody. In the real estate industry, this is one example that I want to give you about stop listening to everybody, or what I used to call back in the day, monkey see, monkey do. Most of the real estate agents that I know of who are trying to be buyer's agents, or they're trying to educate buyers, typically their messaging is something like, stop paying your landlord's rent, bullying people who are renters and telling them how dumb it is, and are you ready this year to stop paying your landlord's rent? Typically, most real estate agents do that if they're looking to be a buyer's agent. Meanwhile, I'm over here earning commissions from people who are renters, who rent apartments. There is nothing wrong with working with renters. Following the crowd, listening to what everybody else does, typically what you're going to do is you're going to bully renters. Tip number 2, get started. I have talked to a lot of real estate agents over the last year and a half, aka 18 months. And a lot of you all are getting ready to get ready. There's somebody who works at the brokerage that I have my license hanging with, and she's always getting ready to get ready. Well, in a month, I'm gonna do this. Well, next month, I'm gonna do this. In March, I'm gonna do this. What I'm here to tell you is time is passing you by because you're always getting ready to get ready. You don't have to have a perfect camera. You don't have to have a perfect laptop. Just get started. Tip number 3 is invest in yourself. I'll tell you a really quick story. In 2014, I invested in a course that was $860. I don't know why $860 is burned in my brain, but I don't remember it being $800 even. The reason I remember so much that it was $860 is because I felt like I was going to puke when I was getting out my credit card to pay for that course. You want to know what the topic of that course was? Believe it or not, the topic was how to find your target audience, or how to create your customer avatar, basically. I spent $860 on a course in 2014, and all the course was designed to do was to show me or teach me who my customer avatar was. I can tell you, since 2014, my customer avatar has changed dramatically. As a matter of fact, I still laugh about the fact that when I was taking the course, the lady said, before you write any content or you create any content, put on your wall like a board to remind you who your customer avatar is. So every time you get ready to make content, you're thinking about your customer avatar. The lady who created that course, I don't even think she's doing online courses at all anymore. As a matter of fact, I believe she is running a bed and breakfast with her husband. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because to spend $860 on a course that basically I have no value or use for anymore is the type of thing that you're going to have to do when you start trying to do a little bit better. No, I'm not just telling you that one of the things that you need to do to be successful is to invest in yourself just because I have a course. I do have a course called Locator Boss. I'll put the link for that information below. But truly, I believe in investing in yourself, and it will pay dividends over time. I look like a crazy person in 2014 for buying a course that's $860. We went from the early days when I was making YouTube videos about my natural hair to now a full course creator teaching real estate agents how to be successful. I have spent thousands of dollars on courses, not just to be a real estate agent, but to learn more about the online or the internet marketing world. And what I want you to know is there is something about whipping out your credit card and purchasing something to improve your life or your business. I'm just going to tell you from my past experience, I have purchased courses where I have done absolutely nothing with them. Or I've purchased courses that had a bunch of fluff. They're teaching stuff about logos and Pantone colors and all this stuff that I really didn't need. So when I decided that I was going to create my course, Locator Boss, I said I really want to give people the foundation of how they can build their business online. So even if you decided that you didn't want to become an apartment locator, you could walk away from my course and know the foundations of what people know, like myself, who build their entire businesses using the social media. I get all of my leads from social media. I've gotten all of my clients from social media. I've gotten all my students from social media. If you know how to take advantage of social media correctly, you can build a long-term business just being who you are on social media. When I decided to create my course, I didn't want to create something that had a bunch of fluff in it and just be a cheerleader for you and say, you can do it. I believe in you. I'm not saying that being a cheerleader or encouraging someone is a bad thing, But at the end of the day, what I noticed is there's a lot of stuff that real estate agents do not know as a basic foundation for building their businesses on social media. And I have come across a lot of people who basically have been blown away by what I've given them. And what I say I'm giving you is like the beginning. It's like Internet Marketing 101. And this is a bit of a bonus tip because I am truly passionate about helping real estate agents get a result before they quit the business. A lot of times people get into real estate and they think, oh, I'm just gonna let all my friends and family know that I've got my license and be rolling in the dough. The reality of getting your real estate license is nothing like that. Unless you came from an industry, for example, where you were a physician and you had a thriving practice, and then all of a sudden one day you said, forget being a physician, I'm gonna go be a real estate agent. You could conceivably announce to your sphere of influence that you've now gotten your real estate license, and boom, you have a bunch of clients that are ready to go. For most regular real estate agents, regular schmegular, I have somebody in my free Facebook group, she says she loves to hear me say regular schmegular. I didn't realize I say it that much. But anyway, for most regular schmegular real estate agents, you're not just going to get your license, announce to the world that you're an agent, and then boom, you're going to be rolling in the dough. I decided that I wanted to create Locator Boss because I saw a need in my industry. That need is I need to make money. Typically, most real estate agents will dump a bunch of money into getting started, and then the next thing you know, it's 6 months to a year down the line, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to quit. I have talked to a lot of people. They're telling me the business is slow. I constantly have people on my calendar ready to go for apartments. There's nothing wrong if you would like to work with people to get them into apartments and then transition them into bigger purchases later on. I decided I'm not only just going to be teaching you some fluffy BS course that has to do with logos and fonts and all of this stuff that you don't need. I said I'm going to teach a course. I'm going to show basically the foundations for how you get going so that you can start making a little bit of money right now. Most of the real estate agents that I see online typically regurgitate what they see other agents doing. And I used to be one of those. I used to go around telling people how dumb it was to be paying their, paying the mortgage of their landlord and all that kind of stuff, thinking that somehow that's going to move the needle. If that works for you, then fine, child, keep on doing it. But what I've literally had the light bulb moment go off with apartment locating, and I realized how many people could benefit from just getting a few $1,000s in their pocket, earning some money, getting their confidence, and then they can move on to the other bigger transactions like buying and listing. I really truly feel like this is the missing key to the business. But for those people who are like, at the minimum, I need to make around $5,000 a month to recoup some of the money that I've spent getting started in this crazy competitive business, then apartment locating really could be something that could help you out. And so when I started my channel, I was really focused on real estate marketing and lead generation. I am still going to be talking about those topics on my channel. This year, I want to bring you some different content. I'm going to be experimenting with doing some things that aren't really like what I've been doing, which is really just giving you a bunch of tips and sitting in front of the camera. I am not saying that I'm going to do a bunch of lifestyle, but I would like to branch out a little bit, do a couple of things that have been kind of floating around in the back of my mind. Because of short form video, I think I have the opportunity just to do some things that you haven't necessarily seen on my channel before. As a matter of fact, someone recently asked me to do a quick tutorial on this particular mousse that I use. I was not expecting that, which is so hilarious to me because back in 2008, I was making videos about my natural hair journey here on YouTube. I stopped making those videos and the rest is history. But anyway, this is not necessarily going to be turning into a beauty channel. But if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the family. If you are a long-time subscriber, I really appreciate you hanging in with me. I know I do not create YouTube videos once or twice a week like a lot of people quote unquote suggest that you do. But going back to my original point, don't listen to everybody. Keep following your journey. Keep doing what you find is good for you, that makes you feel fulfilled and is happy. I started this channel because I had a voice. I still have a voice. I have things that I want to share and ways that I want to help the real estate community. And everything that has started to unfold for me is basically because I just got out of my comfort zone, pulled open this phone and started making videos. There is no reason why you couldn't do the same. Thank you for checking out this video. There will be more to come, and Happy New Year to you. See you next time.